Yes, student. Today we will complete. We will start matrix method. In our last lecture, we have to complete adjoint of a matrix and to find the inverse of a matrix. And today our topic is solution of system of linear equations by matrix method. और अदर नेम से भी हम मेंशन कर सकते हैं एंड कैन से दैट यूजिंग inverse of a matrix with the help of matrix method, help of linear equation in 2 variable and linear equation in 3 variables. The system of linear equation can be write down in this way. If the order is 3 by 3, then you write down this a11x plus में बेटा a12y प्लस में a13z is equal to b1. a21x प्लस में बेटा a22y प्लस में बेटा a23z इज इक्वल टू बेटा b2 एंड बेटा a31x प्लस में बेटा a32y प्लस में बेटा a33z इज इक्वल टू बेटा b3. It is your first equation. It is your second equation. It is your third equation. And now it can be written in the form ax is equal to b, where your a is equal to beta a11, a12, a13, a21, a22 and beta a23, then beta a31, a32, a33. This is your a, and your x is x, y and z, and your b is equal to beta b1, b2 and beta b3, and it is the case of beta order 3 by 3. And ultimate objective is here, you have to find out the value of x, y and z by matrix method after using the inverse of a matrix. It is the case of beta 3 by 3, and this same also be applicable on the 2 by 2 order. You can write down it here a11x plus में beta a12y is equal to beta b1 and a21x plus में beta a22 2y is equal to b2. It is your equation first. It is your equation beta second. And now it can be written in the form ax is equal to b, where your a is equal to beta a11, a12, a21 and a22, and your x is equal to beta x and y, and your b is equal to beta b1 and beta b2. Ax is equal to b. When you put the value of here and you put the value of x here, you will get these two equations. When you put a is equal to this here and x is equal to here and doing post multiplication, then you will get these three equations. It is the case of a linear equation in two variable. It is the case of linear equation in two variable. At that standard, you have to study it linear equation in two variable, and you have to find out the value of x and y by graphical methods, then substitute method, and then elimination method, and then last you have to use cross multiplication method. These methods we have to use in 10th class to find out the value of x and y. But now method is changed. You have to ultimate objective in both the cases. You have to find out the value of x and y, but using the metric method. Otherwise, you can say that using the inverse of a matrix. Objective said how you have to find out the value of x and y. Here the case of किसका बेटा matrix multiplication. Now x is equal to beta a inverse b. It is your equation third. Understand? Where your a inverse is equal to 1 upon my determinant a. Understand beta? Into my adjoint a or determinant a is not equal to 0, so a inverse exists because of a non-singular matrix. Because of a non-singular matrix, it is the matrix method, and then you put the value of a inverse here. Then you find out the value of x, y, z after solving third equation. And the same process here. Here x is equal to a inverse b. It is your fourth equation, and then where your a inverse is equal to 1 upon my determinant a into beta adjoint a or determinant a is not equal to 0. This means a inverse exists करता है because of non-singular matrix. Non-singular matrix. The complete method of solution of system of a linear equation. Understand beta? Clear है? Using any methods here. And And now we will start the question. Now taking the question number 1. देखो बेटा, given that 2x plus 5y is equal to 1, it is your first equation. And beta 3x plus में 2y is equal to 7. It is your second equation. And you have to find the solution. You have to solve the solution of the system of linear equation by matrix method. Yes, beta. Now, it can be written in the form ax is equal to b, where your a is equal to beta coefficient of x and y in both the equation. It is the value of a 2, 5, 3 and beta 2. A11, A12, A21 and beta A22. And your x is equal to beta variables x and y, and beta your b is equal to constant values b1 and b2, 1 and beta 7. So x your x is equal to beta a inverse b. It is your beta third equation. Now to find out a inverse, what we have to find out beta? To find out a inverse. Yes beta. Now to find out cofactors, first of all we will find out the cofactors. Now expand it according to beta R1. Yes beta, to find out a inverse, yes, now repeat this. To find out beta a inverse, where a inverse is equal to 1 upon में beta determinant a into beta adjoint a, or determinant of a is not equal to 0, then beta a inverse exists because of a non-singular matrix. Yes, determinant a. First of all we will find out the determinant a of 2 by 2 order beta. Yes, write down in the determinant form. This is equal to beta a determinant in this form 2, 5, 3 and beta 2 is equal to this multiply to this 2 2s are 4 minus में beta 15 is equal to beta minus के 11 is not equal to beta 0. So A inverse exists. So to find now to find out adjoint A. Understand beta? Then first of all, to find out adjoint A, we will find out cofactors corresponding to both the rows. Now R1 के accordingly A11. A11 is equal to beta 2 after using this symbol plus, minus, minus and beta plus. Yes, A11 and then beta A12 is equal to A11 to A12 beta 3 symbol is beta minus. Then expand according to R2, then beta A21. This element corresponding element beta 5 and symbol use beta here minus, and then beta A22 corresponding to 2, this delete, this element beta 2 symbol is beta positive. So adjoint A is equal to transpose of the cofactor matrix, and the cofactor matrix is here 2 minus 3 minus 5 and beta 2. Transpose is equal to 2 minus 3 minus 5 and beta 2. Yes beta. Now what is A inverse? So your A inverse is equal to 1 upon my determinant A into beta adjoint A or determinant A is not equal to beta 0. So your A inverse is equal to, what is determinant A? Determinant A is minus k 1 upon my beta 11 into may beta 2 minus 5 minus 3 and beta 2. 2 minus 5 minus 3 into beta 2. Clear beta? Understand beta? Minus 1 upon k 11, 2 minus 5 minus 3 and beta 2. And now from first, where is a third? From third. Yes beta. So from third, your x is equal to beta A inverse B, and your x is equal to minus 1 upon my beta 11 into beta, yes beta, 2 minus 5 minus 3 and 2 into my beta post multiplication with the elements of B 1 and beta 7. This is your case. Understand beta? Next we will use next page beta. Yes, your this x is equal to beta A inverse B, and your x is equal to minus k 1 upon may 11 into may beta, yes beta, 2 minus 5 and then beta minus 3 and beta 2 into may 1 and 7. 1 and beta 7. Now doing multiplication, your x is equal to beta minus 1 upon may 11 into beta R1 multiply to this row, post multiplication का केस है बेटा, matrix multiplication is based on the post multiplications. 2 minus में बेटा 35, second row minus 3 plus में बेटा 14. Then your x is equal to minus में 1 upon में 11 into beta minus 33 and beta 11. Now multiply, so your complete value of x minus 1 upon 11 into a minus 33 beta 11 3 is a 33 minus 1 upon this is equal to minus 1. Yes beta, so your xy is equal to 3 minus में beta 11, then where your x is equal to beta 3 and y is equal to beta minus 1. It is the case of solution of the system of linear equations in two variable, and in 10th standard you have to study it beta. Linear equation in two variable by graphical methods, substitute method, elimination method, post multiplication method, These are the four methods we have to use in 10th standard for finding out the value of x and y, and here we have to use the method of matrix method, yeah, using the inverse of a matrix to find out the value of x and y beta. It is the case of 2 by 2. Now we will the case of 3 by 3 beta. 3 by 3 में आप कोई भी केस यूज कर सकते हैं बेटा. यस, क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 बेटा.